Alrighty guys, we are back and we've got our resin mixed. I tried mixing it all, debubbling it all together, and yeah, it made more bubbles, so I had to run it through again. I'm like, oh. All right. So, it is starting to get warm because it's thick. I am going to, let's get this open. All right, so I am gonna mix one up while the other one debubbles a little bit. All right, so and we're gonna use a good amount. All right, let me grab a paper towel here. And I'm just gonna clean this stick off. All right. So it's gonna make it opaque. It's gonna be basically white, but it's going to have the shimmer of that violet color. All right, I'm just gonna put a little bit more in there. I'm gonna try to get it nice and dark. Well, as dark as we can get it. It's obviously gonna be basically like a creamy white. So I'm filming this on Monday, which Monday will probably not have a video out. I have a commissioned art piece that I have been working on, and it's just really giving me a challenge. All right, so see, oh, now I'm almost thinking I want to coat it in black because look how pretty that purple is. Oh, well. All right, so I'm going to pour a little bit, and I'm going to use my little stick here. Or basically, I'm gonna try and just like swirl it around so that the resin gets in to those little fine areas, so that when I do pour the rest of it, it's at least coated. And I'm hoping that will help alleviate some of the bubbles that could like get caught and trapped into those areas. I had tried this on another piece and it seemed to work pretty good. So I figured I would give it a try. Now I can see some bubbles in there, but let's see. We're just gonna take this and kind of run it around and try to dislodge any of the deeper bubbles. I really, really don't want bubbles in here. All right, let's pop up some of those. And then I will go back through and do this again. Let's see if we pour it over the stick, if that helps. People say it helps. It's just, I personally don't think it does, but hey, I'm willing to try it. All right, so I'm just gonna really tap that down before, because once it's too full, I'm not gonna be able to do this because then it's just gonna ooze out. And I'm using this silicone stick so that it doesn't damage or scratch my mold. But look at that pretty purple in there. All right, so this was 5 ounces. Come on. I don't want to make a mess on my new mold already. I have been dying to do this mold because I got it in shortly before the collaboration ones went out. So guys, this morning we were at 1,800 subscribers. It's 200. We need 200 more for another giveaway. All right, so I am gonna add a little bit more in there after, but let's get this other pot mixed up. Yeah, I've been wanting to try these interference colors as well, so I was like, well, these pretty iridescent colors for a rose box, I thought was pretty good. All right, we're just gonna, and that should do it. Just want to make sure that they're pretty similar. So depending on what this looks like once it comes out, I will decide if I'm going to add anything to it or not. All right, so for this one, let me just slide this one back just a bit out of the way. And let's put the cover on this because you guys all know me, how messy I am. So I will spray this backside with a little bit of alcohol because that's just on the outer surface. It's not on the inside. All right. So we're gonna go around and we're gonna get some in the outer bank side of the mold. All right, so I'm gonna do the squishy So I'm hoping this is like, you know, if there are any bubbles that they're popping. I don't know. Sometimes the way my brain works, I wonder myself. So let me take my, and there's not a lot of space in there to really get down in there, but I'm gonna do my best. Just to see, there's a big spot right there that there's like no resin. All right. So let's finish filling this. So I did grab my paw print molds for keychains just in case, because I didn't know. I'm hoping to have enough. Oh, I see a piece of glitter. Hang on. Got it. One little speck of gold in there. Yeah, so I think I am not going to have any left, guys. If I do, it is not going to be much. So I'm glad I made 10 ounces. Yeah, definitely. If I would have only made 9 ounces, I would not have had enough. Because I went between 8 and 9, and I'm like, I'll do 10 to be on the safe side. And as you can see, we've used every morsel of it. And I feel like I can see bubbles in here. Oh man, that means the lower one's got bubbles too. All right, let me just try to work some of these bubbles out. Get out. All right. So, yeah, we're gonna definitely have bubbles, guys. It's just not a real lot I can do about that, I don't think. It's like some of them, when I go like this, they come out, and then other ones, they don't. So I'm not going to put this on the heat mat just because I'd like for it to have as much time to bring them bubbles to the surface. All right, so I'm going to see. Yeah, no, it's really full now to try to, and it's getting thick, so, all right. I'm gonna leave it. I'm just gonna clean up the outside as best as possible. And we're gonna hope and pray for the best. All right, so I will go around that cover just a little bit, but I'll do that off camera so I'm not boring you. And I will be back for the demold. Alrighty guys, see you in a bit. Alrighty guys, this is all cured. It is still warm. I ended up putting it on the heat mat once it had firmed up. So let's go ahead and try to get this out. Like I said, this is a brand new mold, and I think I have some bubbles, but you know, it is what it is. All right. So I do have a few bubbles on the side. Few on this. Not too many, but all right. Come on, release the suction. Oh, there we go. All right. I'm gonna flip this over on itself so I don't get anything in there. All right, so let's check out the cover first. Oh, I am really liking the color. I don't know if you can see it, but there's definitely that violet hue to it. But like I said, we do have a few bubbles on the edge, and that's probably my fault because the resin was kind of thick when I poured it. There's a few bubbles in the roses as well, but they're not noticeable to just look at. So that is the top. So remember guys, I have a 20% discount code on this mold. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. So there's a couple bubbles right there. One there. But the little balls along the edge, these ones seem totally fine. So let's see. And look at that, the cover fits perfectly. So, what do I do to dress this up a little bit? I am thinking, let me see. I am thinking maybe if we just go around the balls and kind of color them in. All right, let me get my other silver one with the bigger knob. Yeah, this one here. I think this will work a little bit better. There is a little fleck of glitter in there. All right. So I'm just gonna go on the sides and then across the top. And then in the back. So basically you're making like three passes. Or you can just kind of circle each one. I really, really like this color though. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll do the top and the front, and then I will take the other pen and go in the back. Because this works good, just kind of rubbing it over. So I will not put this one for sale just because it does have some bubbles. But I will be making another one, and hopefully we can get that one with no bubbles. All right, so I'm just gonna finish this, and then I will put you on a brief pause. I will finish the bottom. Oh. And it would help if I had the tip going the right way. All right. So so other than that little spot there, let me see if I can get that off there. Yeah. All right. All right, so let me put you on a brief pause, and I will be right back when I get... Alrighty, guys. So let me try to pick this up and show you. So what I did is I went around and I did the little balls all the way around. Whoa. And the paint is still wet, so I'm trying to... And then I just went over the top leaves, but on the side, I only did one cluster. I was afraid it might be too much if I did all three on each side. So yeah, so what do you think? I've got to let this dry before I can really touch it. And so I don't know if I should add like some greens, or I don't know. I think it would look good with just the balls, but then when I already started the top, I'm like, I'm committed now. So let me know what your thoughts are. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Have a great night, guys. I will see you on the next video. Bye, guys.